Perfect. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. So today we will be looking at the Lofty 101 basics. We want to make sure that everybody does have a solid foundation upon which to build in your Lofty journey. So we will be looking today at the dashboard overview. We will be looking at the CRM settings as well. A few of the things that we will be touching on will be the new leads, opportunities, and tasks boxes that are right at the top on your dashboard. We will spend some time in the help center because it is important that you are aware of where you need to go to find answers to your questions. Profile setup, integrations, CRM settings, those will all be imperative for you to be very comfortable not only locating, but setting up as well as navigating through. And as far as filters are concerned, we definitely want to make sure that you are comfortable creating those filters so that way you can have great outreach setup, whether it's through a landing page, whether you are doing it through smart plans, however you want to do that moving forward. We want to make sure that you have a good basis to build on. So let's go ahead and get started here. One thing before we do start, for those of you who are here because your admin or your broker scheduled this for you, if you are interested, if you're not sure if they are going to schedule your upcoming sessions, you can go into the help section to look at the live webinar calendar. I'll show you where to find that in just a little bit, but you can find additional sessions such as information on lead management or how to get the most out of your website, creating smart plans, things of that nature. So we'll take a look at a lot of that in just a bit. But if you do have any questions, please feel free to drop those into the chat. I will try to answer those as we go along. If not, we'll save those for the end, for the Q&A portion. All right, let's go ahead and jump into our live demo account. Now, for some of you looking at this, you may see a few things that may look a little bit different. And the reason for that is because I am using a full admin account. So up top for agents, you will only see my dashboard. For me, I see team dashboard and my dashboard. Principle remains the same on everything that we're going to be looking at. And I won't be going into anything that's admin related. So for right now, this is specifically for the agents. So again, if you do see anything that looks a little bit different from what you have, that's the reason why. Okay, so as we first log in each day, the first thing that you want to take a look at is these top three boxes. Any new leads that have come in since your last login, any opportunities that are moving through the pipeline stages, and of course, any tasks that are set either by yourself or on your behalf by someone else. The tasks, as you can see here, since this is a demo account, there's probably 24 of us that use this on a daily basis, usually for training purposes. We have a lot of upcoming tasks and a lot of overdue tasks. I cannot imagine any of you having this many overdue tasks, but if you did need to adjust those, I'll show you that in just a moment. Let's move down a little bit here. As you can see, we do have smart listings and hot listings on your dashboard page. We also have the previous day's summary for progress on any smart plan outreach emails, as well as property alerts. For those of you utilizing the dialer, here's where you can see some of that progress as well as your emails. And we just recently added the buyer lead gen option as well. So you can go in and you can check status on all of these for those previous outreach times. I'll touch a little bit more on the dialer and its importance as we get into the major part of today's training. If you do have any leads, you should have your notifications set up so that you do receive either a text message or an email, even if it's a pop up here on your dashboard. So there should be some notification to you that there is a new lead in your database that needs to be touched. Opportunities, these will be folks that are moving through the pipeline stages. So let's just say, for instance, somebody was a new lead and they were part of a smart plan outreach. Smart plans, by the way, will be touched on in a future training. I believe it's training session number 3 in this series. But if you do have a smart plan that does go out and it reaches out to new leads, the smart plans, the way they are set up, or at least the way that you would want to set them up, is making sure that welcome email goes out first. And if the lead does respond, then you will receive a notification in your opportunities section that lets you know there is an update or there's a new opportunity change within that pipeline stage. So, for instance, if that new lead did respond to your email and maybe reached out to you and said, "Hey, I saw some properties in this neighborhood that I'm looking at that I'm interested in. Can we go take a look at them?" Or perhaps they did go onto your website and scheduled some time for viewing or sent an email just to reply and say, "Hey, don't send me anything anymore. I'm not interested. I'm not looking to buy. I'm not looking to sell," whatever the case may be. That's still an opportunity that's moving through the pipeline stage, and that will change based on how you have your smart plan set up. I don't want to go too much into that because I don't want to take away from my colleagues who will be teaching on the smart plans, but that's just to give you an idea how that works. Tasks. Now, with your tasks, these are going to be, again, something set by you or something set on your behalf by somebody else. Now, when you do see, as I do here, 16 tasks for the day, on all of these, you can simply click on the box and it will take you there. So there are a couple of ways that you can get to your tasks. You can get there the easy way just by clicking here, or you can also click on the calendar tab up top. So let's just click here on tasks and we will see calendar, we will see tasks, and we will see any showings. Now, depending on how busy you are, you can view this by today or different options that are available to you. But any showings that you have, you certainly want to make sure that you are fully aware or reminded of those. Nothing's worse than forgetting you have a show. Here in your calendar, this is where you can see everything that is happening. You can see it by day, by week, or by month. So, again, depending on how busy you are, you can see all of that there. Now, let's take a look at the tasks option. Now, here with tasks, for you, you will only see your tasks, so my tasks, and you'll see those for today, this week, this month, overdue, and finished. So as far as overdue are concerned, there are quite a bit in here. So let's click on that. And Patty asked on smart plans if the smart plans have task reminders for agents to have future tasks versus waiting on the lead to respond. Yes. So when you do create your smart plans, you will have different steps that are involved. You can have a step that starts with a welcome email or an outreach email. Then you can have another task that or a next step that will remind you after a certain period of time. Maybe it's an hour, maybe it's a day, maybe it's a week to make a manual phone call, send text, or it will make that send that text out on your behalf, or it will send a follow-up email. So you can set those up in the successive steps. And those will all be touched on in your smart plans training. Now, over here on the tasks, of course, we see here I have what showed 16 earlier. So here are all my tasks. Some of them look like they may have already been completed by somebody else using a demo account here. But for instance, we have an overdue task here that was on the 25th. There was a follow up. So it tells me what that task was. So I can make a call, I can postpone this task, or I can just simply complete it. I can also edit the task. So if Andrew were to have reached out to me or texted me yesterday afternoon saying, "Hey, we can't connect today. I got a lot going on. Let's connect on Tuesday." I can go ahead and update that for us to reach out to each other on Tuesday or for me to reach out to him on Tuesday. But if I did speak with him, maybe I ran into him at the supermarket or whatever the case may be, I can just go ahead and complete that task. We're all set. So let's head back out to the dashboard. Now, no matter where you are, with the exception of your CMS in your website tab, you can click on your Lofty Home button and that will bring you right back to this page here.